Hello, this is Barry, and you're watching Barry and the PI. Well, last night, about 11, a little after 11, we got hit by a 5.7 earthquake here. You know, it's always unnerving a little bit, but I'm kind of used to it. I've been living here now for almost 3 years. And I lived in Taiwan for 5 years, and when I was over there, I got hit by a 7.3 earthquake. It really jolted me. I had just gone to bed at 12 and was asleep when it hit, and groggily I woke up, sat down, sitting on my bed, and my feet on the floor, and the floor was moving underneath me. And fortunately, no real damage or anything, so there was some damage up in Taipei, but in the small city that I was living in, we didn't really, no buildings came down or anything. That's Pepper trying to sniff around my tripod. So, you know, the Philippines is, I think, named the most natural disaster prone country in the world. It's subjected to flooding, typhoons, and earthquakes, and volcanoes, quite a bit. Here it doesn't flood very much because we're up high and it's kind of hilly around here, so haven't had any problems with flooding. But we've got the volcano over here, and we've got the earthquakes hitting around here. So it was centered in Mindoro, which is an island just south of here. So it was quite a good one. It lasted for, I'd say, at least 45 seconds. And then we got a few aftershocks, but nothing too bad. So that's living in the Philippines. So just be aware of that if you're planning on coming and living here. That was one consideration we took on where we wanted to live. So that's and I chose to live by the volcano because it's such a beautiful area. That lake in the volcano is one of the prettiest scenes in the Philippines. So I wanted to talk to you about a little experience I had in the Navy right towards the beginning of my Navy career, when I finished boot camp and was stationed at the Naval Air Auxiliary Landing Field at Crow's Landing, California. So I went there. It was a good duty because there's only like 100 men on the base, only 2 officers. The real power were the chiefs. They were headed and ran things pretty much. One day I was there and they announced there were going to be an executive inspection the next morning. And I was thinking, I don't think I can shine my shoes. My dress shoes were scratched up and had oil stains and stuff on them and things. And I tried to shine it up and wasn't working too good. So I went to the ship store and was trying to get my size of shoe, which was 10. And the only thing he had there, dress shoes they had there, were a pair of size 15. Yep, 5 inches over what my size was. And I said, well, I better get them anyway. And so I bought that pair, took back, you know, it's already shined up, so I didn't have to do much shine into it. And so inspection came the next day, bright and early in the morning, and we all got lined up waiting for their chief executive officer to come and inspect us. He was a commander rank. And so he goes down, and here I am, all decked up out in my dress outfit. and my shoes, my feet, I looked down, God, no, and they were sticking out, very obviously. And so he's going up, we're standing at attention, and he's walking along here, inspecting each guy. And he gets to me, and he's looking at me, and he looks up, down, looks down at my shoes, looks up at me. It's Barry. And went on and finished it. But that was pretty comical. And we all passed inspection, so no problems there. And that was I may have told you the story about our chief executive officer. He was a young lieutenant, and he was pretty much a playboy around the town. And I had duty one night, which required me to walk from the administration building down to the firehouse, past the barracks. And on the way back, I heard some splashing in the swimming pool, and they had a gate, big wooden fence around it. What's that? I better go check that out. My flashlight, and I go in there, and there's our second officer. He's in the swimming pool with a girl, local town. And he's, "Hey, Barry, you got the guard duty tonight?" I said, yeah. Well, we just took a little swim. Yeah, okay. I'll see you. I'll just check in on everything. So, good job. And I went on back and reported that what had happened. But this guy, he had rolled 2 cars. Entrance to the base was a real windy road. It was a real sharp curve, and he demolished 2 cars when he was drunk and coming back onto the base. And then I later found out that he had been dismissed from the service because he got a couple of girls in town pregnant. So he got kicked out of the Navy. So that's weird stuff that happened to me in the Navy. I enjoyed my time, but I wasn't going to re-up and make it a career. I knew that. So I was ready to, for my time tour to be over and heading back to Austin to the University of Texas. I was happy to be home too. Well, that's about it. We haven't had rain in 3 days, but we might get some here in a little bit. So it's been kind of hot. You see, it's not a whole lot of wind. Yesterday it was just still as could be. It wasn't hot, unless you were actually doing something, like my wife. She was out sweeping the yard. That's what you have to do over here. You don't rake the yard. You got this stiff broom and you sweep it after you cut it. So I didn't sweep up all the leaves that have fallen. That's what our yard man does. But he's gone out of town for this week, so Maida was having to do that work. And it's kind of backbreaking. Hurts your low back. But everything's going good here. As you can see down here, here's an angel trumpet flower. This one's got about 6 buds on it, ready to bloom. So that's going to look really nice. And let's see, anything else that's happened? No, I haven't been able to go anywhere. I did sneak off, or I did a video on that. So you can look for that if you didn't see it. And please like and subscribe. I need to build up my subscriber base here. So tell your friends, share your videos, my videos with them. And I'll probably be back on here tomorrow. So y'all take care, stay safe, get your vaccines, and help people out that need it. So that's about it. Y'all have a great day, and see you tomorrow.